This is the Lucio ability breakdown. Lucio is a support hero in Overwatch.
Let's up the tempo.
So Lucio has two modes, but we'll get to that. Lucio's primary fire is his sonic amplifier. This fires a 4-round burst of a relatively slow-moving projectile, but it does a decent amount of damage, especially if you hit the headshots, so it's nothing to be scoffed at. Lucio has a passive, which is that he can wall skim, and this allows him to get into some pretty interesting places if you're any good with his wall skim, which I am normally better at it than this. There we go. And it also allows him, if he falls off of the map, to get back on. So it gives him a lot of survivability, and it makes him very difficult to hit. We're actually going to do his abilities out of order here, which is probably how I should have done them anyways. His L1 is his crossfade, so right now you can see he's actually moving pretty fast. A lot faster than the other heroes do, because right now he's on his speed aura. And that just means that himself, as well as any allies within that circle that you can see there, will gain increased movement speed. But if I hit crossfade,
Let's get you healed up.
you can see that it actually begins healing allies instead. So you lose the speed boost, but you gain the heal. His R1 is his amp it up, so if you watch how fast his health bar is going up in between fights,
You feel that?
amp it up significantly increases the healing rate for a couple seconds, but if you're on speed boost, it will also significantly increase the speed boost amount for a couple seconds. So we'll see that here.
Oh, turn it up. Let's get patched up.
He has his alternate fire, which I have bound to L3 here so that I can use his jump while aiming, is his, it's known as a boop, which is that.
This. We have them headed
It does a low amount of damage, but it does a high amount of knockback, and it hits in an area, so you can actually use it to ledge multiple people at once, or to just displace them, knock them into your team, knock them away from your team, put them in places they don't want to or don't expect to be in. So it's a very useful tool for setting up abilities. So now we're going to charge up his ultimate. His ultimate is Sound Barrier.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
So this adds 750 overshields that tick down over time. And this is a great way. It's sort of like the opposite of Brigitta's Rally in a way, in that it gives you a big burst of HP up front that you slowly lose and slowly returns to its original amount. It's a great way to keep allies alive if they're low. It's also a great way if you're caught in if your team is caught in an ultimate like Earth Shatter, to give them a bunch of extra HP so that the enemy can't kill them before they're able to get back up and keep fighting. Obviously Lucio can't use Sound Barrier while he's stunned or Earth Shattered, but if he manages to avoid it, perhaps by being 20 feet up in the air, as he often does, then he can hit his team with that Sound Barrier and keep them alive. It's also a great way to initiate, because since all enemy damage is going to go towards that Sound Barrier shields first, and it has to destroy all of that before it can get to your ally's health pool, you can swap to Speed Boost, and not have to worry about your allies getting killed while you boost into the enemy team. So that is Lucio.